In this video, I want to talk about 4 crucial things men can learn from Jalen Hurts. Let's get right into it. All right, so if you don't know who Jalen Hurts is the Super Bowl winning quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's go. But yeah, also won an MVP too. But that's neither here nor there. This dude possesses certain character traits that I talk about a lot in my videos, all right? So I really wanted to highlight some of these traits. And I feel like a lot of men can learn from how this young man is carrying himself. I'm 40 years old, but if you're in your 20s and your 30s, maybe even in your 40s, you know, this way of how he carries himself, it's really something that is special to watch. And I'm not just saying it because he's the quarterback of my team. You know, it's an honor that I get to see him be the quarterback of my team. But for him to possess these skills that obviously he was probably instilled by his parents or something like that, you can just tell by his story. These skills are something that every man needs to work on, and there's something that every man should strive to be able to like carry themselves in this light. So the first thing I've seen Jalen Hurts do that you can learn from is he's able to block out the noise. So when you are a professional athlete, you can tell the people that are good at blocking out the noise and the people that aren't. You know, the people that, I'm not on Twitter, but you know, you see this in news and stuff like that. People who are responding on Twitter to things that maybe fans say about them. People who engage, you know, you can tell when they get emotionally triggered. And you can also tell when somebody is able to block out the noise, kind of like Jalen Hurts. This dude in press conferences is like never rattled, you know, win, lose, or draw. What he always says is keep the main thing. And that's what it is. You know, being resilient, being able to find the lessons in your losses, not just in a sports realm, obviously not in the life realm is what I'm talking about, in everyday life. Being able to find these lessons in challenges that you may experience. That's what it's about. And I'm just comparing it to Jalen Hurts because I felt that this was an awesome parallel in how this young man carries himself and how I wasn't able to carry myself at that age, you know, to a degree. So he's able to block out the noise, you know, he's able to kind of ignore things that are being said around him. And if he's not ignoring it, he's doing a good job of acting like it because you never see him out of pocket. You never see this guy saying nonsense online or anything like that. You know, he's able to just kind of do his job and stay focused on the task at hand. And it shows in how this guy shows up. I find that to be an awesome quality to possess. And it's kind of like just being able to walk in your own path and not give a damn what anybody has to say about you. The second thing that men can learn from Jalen Hurts, and I hate to be talking about him like he's, you know, some end all be all or something like that. What I'm saying is just you can learn from some of the skills that he carries himself with is what I'm trying to say. All right. I'm not saying be idolizing somebody. That second skill is being able to control what you can control. All right. And this dude, like I said, blocking out the noise, he controls what he can control. He's not pulled into the nonsense. You know, his job is to go to work, lift weights, get better at his craft, and maintaining a level of emotional toughness and mental toughness. That's what his job is. That's what he can control. He can't control the naysayers. He can't control the chit chatter about him. It's being able to control what you can control in your life. All right. A lot of us make our problems a lot harder than they need to be because we're trying to control every aspect of a situation. Something that has maybe triggered us and pissed us off. It can be big, little, it don't matter. Something with your girl, something at work, but you're trying to control, you know, and you have to realize that just accepting what is, accept things as they are, is one of the most powerful things you can do, because that puts you in more power because you are controlling what you can control. You're not pulled by the need to be able to, I got to put all these pieces in place for everything to go how I need it to go. Like, nah, you understand that the flow of life is going to flow regardless. So either just get on board and stop resisting. Just go with the flow. Stop resisting so much. Accept what is and control what you can control. If you're enjoying this video so far, please hit that like button. I really appreciate it. It'll help get this content out to more people that'll enjoy it just like you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the video. Let's go ahead and get into this last thing that men can learn from Jalen Hurts. It's to know yourself. When you can know yourself, that means the opinions of other people, they don't affect the idea that you have of yourself. When you're confident in yourself, when you know who you really are, your perception of self is not swayed by the perception other people have of you. And I know that may sound a little bit confusing, but again, listen to what I'm saying. When you have a strong sense of self, the perception you have of yourself is not swayed by the perception that people have of you. All right. Meaning that chit chatter, once again, those opinions, the judgment from other people, it doesn't hit you so hard to where it's got you second guessing yourself. And it takes a while to be able to get to this place in life too. But I see this characteristic in Jalen Hurts as well too. The guy just knows himself so well. An example of that is when, you know, you got all these sports shows on ESPN, Fox Sports, etc., and they're all saying how Jalen doesn't throw the ball well. You know, he's not a good thrower of the ball. He can run well and do etc. And so they're critiquing his ability to throw the ball. And this dude, he never let the chatter dictate how his play was when it came Sundays when it's time to play. It was almost like him, his team, his organization, the people that are around him, his mindset, just stay the course. I know myself so well, that stuff doesn't have any effect on me. And the reason I'm trying to compare all this to life is just because this is very powerful stuff. What he's doing at this high level in the NFL is the same stuff that we as men need to do on our level in our lives. All right. And the younger you realize this stuff, the better. This dude is only 26 years old, you know, and kind of carrying himself this way, you know, so I really admire that. But again, the reason I'm highlighting these is because these skills will help you be successful across the board, no matter how successful you are in your life, no matter how much money you're making. It doesn't matter. These are life skills that we need as men. These are character traits that we need as men. These are masculine traits that I'm talking about and how we carry ourselves out here in the world. And I will go ahead and give you, I can't even remember how many skills I said in this video. I was going to do 3 or 4, but I'm looking at my list and I'm like, oh, I forgot one here. But one of the last things that men can learn from and how Jalen Hurts carries himself, and I talk about this in my videos all the time, is being able to remain in integrity. All right. Now, what does that even mean? Remaining in integrity means not getting all out of pocket, not getting knocked off your square and acting all out of character for any reason. Sometimes somebody will say something to you and you feel like you gotta check them, and that may have you acting out of pocket, meaning acting out of character, acting like you're not yourself. All right. And that's one thing that I have never seen Jalen Hurts do. You know, I don't see this guy jaw jacking on the field. The guy rarely even celebrates when he scores a touchdown. Not saying it's a bad thing if you celebrate, but that's what I'm talking about. Carrying yourself in a way where, like, I'm always I'm in my zone here. I'm centered. I'm grounded. All right, let me go ahead and kind of wrap this up. It's getting windy out here. My camera is shaking, but I just wanted to make this quick video. 4 things men can learn from Jalen Hurts. You know, he's just an example of a guy that I've seen possess these traits on a high level. So that's why I'm using him as an example. But again, I don't want you to be idolizing nobody or anything like that. I'm just using him as an example. But yeah, fellas, these are things we need to work on. If you got any value out of this video, again, hit that like button. I'll see you in the next one. Make sure you check out one of my other videos. All right, peace.